much of the game, but how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Powers through. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Rolling to his right.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Matthew Golden,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Mecole Hardman is deep for Green Bay.
This is taken at about the 14. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's Love. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Matthew Golden, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey.
They go play action. Daniels
out to his left. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Daniels looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Under a heavy rush,
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning the points for the other side.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go.
Daniels going to try to sneak.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Ben Sinnott.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Watch out now. 53.
Love looking to throw it. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here's 2nd and 3.
33.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal.
Oh, and this one slides to the right on Gay. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
That's taken in by Golden.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Off the play fake, Daniels steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go. Set. 50 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, read alert. Read alert.
Throwing now is Daniels. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
To throw is Daniels. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 26.
On first down, they go with Jenkins again. Oh, some strong running. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here we go.
A handoff, Jenkins running to the left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Love now. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Come on, come on.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
And the Washington first down.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Off play action, Daniels. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Love.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Yellow, 22. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Down. Red, 38. Cut, cut.
Again, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right.
The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw now, here's Love. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
From 8 yards out.
And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. They go play action. Daniels. Finding Ertz again.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Love from the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here comes second down at 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Park, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And that's complete to Brown.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Finding Samuel.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here's 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Here's Daniels.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly give a leg up with a solid drive here. 151 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Quick, yellow. Set.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Cut.
First throw in overtime for Love. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Packer. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Packers 21, Commanders 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something...
Oh, and it's intercepted!
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Packers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first.